This is Athena Jezik, and on this one I'm going to get a little bit more precise into the neck and work up into the head, around the skull a little bit, and just show you what you can also do for your friends or family if they're hurting, or if you just want to give them something nice. So I'm taking this up a little higher. Before we worked from the neck down into the shoulders, but there is attachments that happen up here at the skull. Of course, in cranial work, we're dealing up here in this ridge of the skull, the base of the skull. But we'll take our thumbs up here for this massage and get into that area. Now, you want to be real careful in here because there's lymph nodes, and there's the structures of the upper spine, and you just want to be always real careful where there's delicate areas, back with the nerves, and so just finding that area that's tight. Getting back behind into this area around the temple bone, around the ears, on both sides. Now in lymphatic work, there's a big thing called the water wheel that's right below the ear, so you don't want to do a lot of pressure on that. The pressure is light, kind of make it drain, have a little draining of it. And you're getting also into the jaw, so you want to be careful here with the jaw as well. Running with hands down, fingers down. And again, you'll be able to feel the anatomy if you just pay attention to what you're doing and where you are. And I'm doing the same thing over on this other side. To get around the ears. The ears feel real nice to sometimes massage. Again, it's done gently, just kind of rolling them in the fingers there. Sometimes it tickles a little bit, but usually if you give just enough pressure that's past the tickle stage, it feels pretty good. And getting kind of inside that ear a little with some of just stimulating it and activating it. And then you can come into the skull and the scalp along the hairline, and then getting into the scalp itself. Now here you want to make sure that you're on that scalp and that you're actually moving the skin underneath it. Not just kind of rubbing your fingers so the hair is moving, but actually moving the skin down into there. And this makes a lot of difference because it feels so much better when you're moving the skin than just rubbing the hair back and forth. You want to get to the middle of the head as well. And then, if you'd like, you can ask them to just be real relaxed with their neck, and you can slowly just move it around in some range of motion, even though they're sitting. Just kind of take that whole head and cradle it in your hands, supporting the jaw and supporting the back of the head. And take the head back. In all the different range of motions that it can do, side to side, and then moving like a turning to the right and to the left. then stretching, kind of giving the head a little bit of a pull upward as you let that neck come back. Be very careful in this back position. And then the head comes back up, yeah. And just brushing off. Being careful not to really do much with the front of the neck. There's too much structure there that's gentle, but if you're going to do anything at all, just be very gentle along there. And as you get yourself into a course about this and get trained and understand a little more what things are, then you can modify it a little differently than taking so much care to be careful. And then just tying it all in. It feels good to kind of bring it back into where we were so that she feels real connected again. And there